and welcome to Big Bear Review. I'm James.
I'm Mario.
I'm Romeo.
Alright.
Now you know our names.
That we do. If you didn't know our names before,
This
are
is
our
your
names.
first time coming.
Yeah, this is your first time coming,
Please stay.
we hope that you come again and again.
And again.
And again. It's very important
again.
that you keep coming,
Yes.
but only if you're satisfied. But we do try to satisfy you every single time. Right,
We
Romeo?
worked our damnedest to make sure that you are
I mean,
satisfied
we
with the
try
services
to
that we provide.
Keep you entertained and stimulated through even the most silly things that we review. This, I mean, we're gonna do Suicide Squad because it's a pick from one of our beautiful
And this is exactly
kitty
what I
cats.
was talking about.
Beautiful kitties over there. I still want a pistol kitty.
Oh my
But
god.
we have a mascot. My beautiful roommate decided to give us this as a mascot.
I can't even tell if it's a bear or a
It is,
badger.
it's a polar bear.
It's a silver polar bear.
Yeah, it doesn't
Yeah.
look like a polar bear. It looks like a badger.
It's cute
to me.
though.
Anyways.
So we are here to review Bad Education.
Yes.
Okay, not the English one. I need to stress
Oh
that.
my god.
Not the American one.
No.
It's
It
it's
came
Spanish?
out in 2020. It came out 2004. Is directed by Alejandro Almodóvar or something like that. It's Spanish.
Wow.
He's a Spanish director.
Couldn't even say his name.
Yes.
It's fine.
And I would just like to point out that I hate Amazon Prime right now.
I know.
Because they tricked
They
us into
said
buying
it was
the
going to be
movie.
dubbed in
Oh.
English. They lied. I'm going to call now.
I told you guys in the last episode that it was on HBO Max.
But it's not.
Yes,
It's
but
not
we thought
dubbed.
if we
Oh,
get it on Prime, it would
yeah.
have been dubbed.
So he had to
has
read
a
the whole.
delay.
I could have just read the script. It would have
Okay.
taken longer, but whatever.
Okay,
Anyways.
who would like to say the plot?
Okay, well, first of all, this is an audience pick. This is an audience pick. It's not our pick. One of our fans decided to request this movie, and I guess we should have probably watched it during Pride Month, because it is technically a gay movie.
Not technically. It is a full-fledged gay movie.
Like-
They are having good old gay sex and giving... You got a...
Don't be too graphic.
I was going to say
They're having
a
a-
cross-dresser
they're having a
giving
good
someone
time.
a good time, and then he falls asleep.
Yes.
So...
Like real life.
I'm gonna, just sit here and sip my drink.
You're gonna sip that? Apple juice. It's apple juice.
Yes. That's exactly what that is.
Apple juice smells so good. Anyways,
Jesus Christ.
okay. I'll go first, I guess. Why not?
Well, we still need to give the plot of the movie.
Oh, the plot.
Yes,
It's
Romeo.
about a director.
Romeo, would you mind giving the plot?
Oh, well, the plot is a Spanish director is trying to find some sort of inspiration to make his next film. And then out of nowhere, an old childhood friend of his that he has not seen for years decides to come back into his life, and not only does he want to rekindle or reconnect with him, but he also has written a script that he hands to him, and he wants him to direct it, but with the condition of him starring in it. And the more that this progresses, the more like the connection between the two characters bring back bad memories and reveals lies and deceit and from past traumas, and how they kind of like resolve it, and kind of everything just unravels. That pretty much what happens.
Yeah, that's a good no spoiler
Yeah.
explanation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there something you would like to add?
Nope.
Oh, my. That was some good apple juice, wasn't it?
I love apple juice.
Put some hair on your chest.
That's what apple juice does. It burns. It was hot apple juice.
Well, we didn't have any ice, so.
Oh, sorry.
Stop.
You told me to get ice and I forgot.
Stop.
You stop.
Stop
Anyways.
slamming your fist.
Oh.
Stop that, too. They can hear it. They can hear that as well.
Okay. I mean, I liked it. It was interesting. I'm definitely frustrated that I had to read the whole damn thing. I hate
You're
it.
like, you're saying, I like it.
It burns still, okay?
You're like, you liking it.
Oh my God.
It's like, doesn't feel very genuine.
I so like this movie. You have to remember that this apple juice burns a little bit, and apple juice shouldn't burn. There probably wasn't apple juice, but whatever.
Okay, so
I thought it was a good movie. I felt like it was a little long. I felt it could have been like less long than it was, but it had a good story. It was interesting. It did touch on some things that
It's okay.
A
Tell
lot
the
of-
truth and shame the devil.
I don't want anyone religious to get mad at us, but I mean it has a lot to do with that's the Catholic Church, right?
Correct.
Alright, so I'm sure I don't need to explain.
Trigger warnings for anyone.
Trigger warnings if you're Catholic
Well, just anybody who's religious.
or religious. So yeah, he gets molested by the priest and whatnot, and then he ends up trying to blackmail him. But I mean, I think that was interesting. But see, up until then, I thought, oh, that was him, but it wasn't. I was like, fuck. But no, I liked the movie. It was a good movie. I just felt a little long. Everyone did a great acting. I didn't have any problem with the acting, because like you could kind of feel like how angry they were, especially when he was the guy at the end was telling him like everything that really happened, like really happened.
Yeah.
He's just sitting there and just disdain, like
No, he wanted to murder him.
oh yeah, but I mean at the same time, it's not completely his fault. So it's like, sucks. So yeah, and then like, it's just like one giant clusterfuck. Like he just the ends, what is it? The means justify the ends or the whatever, because he wanted to be an actor so bad, but yeah, like I don't get it. Do all that just to like for that. I don't get it. It was a good movie. I liked it. It's so long. You go Mario.
Okay.
Drink your apple juice.
Sure.
Apples. Do you want some apple juice?
no, I'm good.
Are you sure?
I am good.
I mean, we have a stagehand over that would get you a glass of apple juice.
I do not need apple.
You know what? Kind sir,
No.
would you give him just a little bit of apple juice?
Let Mario speak. No. I don't want apple
No,
juice.
do it now. A little bit.
No. I don't want apple juice.
Here. Come fill it up just a little bit. Everyone took a shot. He has to take a shot.
Okay.
A shot of apple juice?
Yes.
Yes.
If it wasn't.
Are you high? Okay.
Yes, it's high.
That explains a lot of
That's
why
yeah, no.
he's confused on
The apple
words.
juice. Okay. All right, Mario.
You're doing that shot before this is over.
Oh God. Okay.
Apple juice is healthy for you. He's over there like, I don't know.
I thought it was a good movie. The acting was great. I do agree that it was long, but I feel like maybe if it was paced a little bit better, like
Yeah.
like I was joking at the end of the movie, like this could have been an episode of Law and Order SVU. Like I feel like there's a lot of unnecessary points in it. Like, okay, we know that something is up with like this angel guy. We know that something is up with the priests. I feel like a lot of this, they put a lot of time and effort and love into this movie, and that's why I don't really want to criticize it. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, it's just kind of like, I would have preferred if it was less like focused on the past and like the trauma that happened. Like, yes, it needed to be there so we can understand why the kid is doing it and what is his motivation. And just kind of what happened to Ignacio, actually. The other thing that I kind of wanted more of was Ignacio's story. Like...
Oh, apple juice. It's so good. Oh, you might as well. There you go. Oh, apple juice is good for you. And you know what's better if you just chug that apple juice. You got it. I believe in you. You're gonna put more hair on your chest. Probably your ass too.
You good? You good?
Yeah.
You sure?
Such good apple juice. Oh my god.
That's some spicy apple juice.
Yep, there's peppers in it.
Just a tiny bit.
Oh.
Thank you, good sir. You're a gentleman.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I agree with Mario. I feel like the pacing was like a little off. Because like we were like, can this go faster? Why is this so? Because there were some parts that were like unnecessary, maybe, or like something that can be shortened a little bit. But other than that, I think I liked it.
I would have preferred more of Ignacio's story. Like, what led him to become a junkie, besides just the usual typical story of, oh, I was abused when I was younger by the Catholic Church, and now I use drugs to kind of numb my pain. Like, how did he get there? Like, I do like the side story of Juan becoming Ignacio and just trying to get this movie made and kind of just hustling the guy. I was like, yeah, that's going to be a thing. That was a tiny bit predictable, at least for me. Where he's like, I'm going to hustle this guy for everything I can get, and then I'll do whatever I need to do to get rid of him. And I was just like, you know... That's a little tropey, but at the same time, I understand, like, it's a small... I took it as a small film production. So I was like, okay, even if it's a little tropey, I'm like, this is still, like... The way that it was done expanded upon what I would see the trope as. Mm-hmm. And I was just kind of like, that's a little interesting. Like, I like the way that they did it. I like the emotion that they put in. I just don't care for the pacing of it. Like, maybe if the movie was, like, an hour and 10 minutes, like a 70 to 80-minute movie, that would have been perfectly fine for the content that is there. But I feel like parts that they should have lingered on, they didn't necessarily linger on, and then parts where they shouldn't have lingered, they totally lingered, and it was just kind of, like, a little off-putting. Not off-putting, I shouldn't say. It was a little off, and it just kind of made the movie feel like it was going slower than it actually was. Like... But other than that,
yeah,
I understand why they did what they did. From like a minor film person's perspective, the way that this movie is put together is to invoke those emotions in you and to like make you think about like, oh shit, this is what's really happening, and just to kind of tug on the heartstrings. But it's not to the point where you're like, oh my god, I feel so bad for this person. And at the same time, the other criticism that I have for this movie is that none of the characters are truly relatable except for the film director. Like, I don't care about anybody else.
Yeah.
If they all died, besides that film director, I would be like, whatever. Like, I can move on with my life.
Yeah.
And I didn't really get attached to him until the final scene when he started to actually find out about, like, who this person is and what he actually did to get where he is. That's when I actually started to care about him, because I could see the pain and the frustration in his eyes. And I was like, I like you now. But before then, I was just kind of like, well, this is Hollywood. I guess this is how they do it in Spain. So, fuck it. Gotta suck some dick to get somewhere. Like, that was pretty much my attitude to the entire movie. Up until that point where I'm just like, oh, that's a little fucked up. But, I mean, it's not unpredictable, but it's also at the same time a little fucked up.
Sometimes dick opens doors.
Not sometimes.
Okay, all the time dick opens doors.
I'm like, how do you think half these Hollywood actors who can't act for shit got their careers?
God, is that what I have to do? Oh, well.
You're gonna have to suck somebody's dick eventually.
Fine, I'll suck some dick.
We all know you're good at it. Anyways.
Okay, very good. I have 5 stars on Yelp.
Oh my god.
Repeat customers.
I also wanted to see what happened to the friend. I feel like that storyline was a little, like, lacking.
With who?
The friend.
The
other guy that he was doing coke with.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I wanted to know more about what happened to him.
Well, at that point, it's a scene.
The other trans person?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I would have really liked to see the before, like, well, okay, obviously being molested, you're traumatized, and I kind of sort of I get why he became a junkie.
Yeah,
I get it.
It was
that was predictable,
obvious.
but like at the same time, like
I don't think it was predictable. I just think it was understandable why he would resort to drugs, or she would resort to drugs.
Yes.
Oh, so it's like.
But it's like, I'm referring to like the person that Juan was hanging out with.
Yeah, no.
Up until that. I wanted to see more of that relationship and where that went. And I feel like there are parts from the past that they could have just taken out. Like the part where they're doing the push-ups and stuff. Or even the part where he's singing. And I'm just kind of like, this feels a little irrelevant to me personally.
Like, the singing was more like to show how innocent he was.
Well, I'm talking about him singing in front of like, all of the popes or all of the
priests.
Yeah.
Oh, that was just creepy. I mean,
it was creepy.
That scene was necessary. I think the whole scene of like him singing in the church was unnecessary.
That too, but like those things you could take out to expand on other parts of the story. That would give the movie way more weight. Because I'm like, I get it. He got fucked up. He got corrupted. We see this happen in fucking America. We see this happen in Europe all the time. We know that priests have been molesting kids for years. So, yeah, I get how it gets there.
Yeah.
So I don't really want to see that. I want to see what is the next stage of like these relationships that you're putting in front of me in order to get me to care about these people. Like, how did the relationship with the friend that he's doing coke with start? How did Juan, like, meet this person? Or where did he meet them? Was he down on his luck? Like, how... Like, if Juan is ultimately supposed to be the villain in this, I would like for him to be a sympathetic villain versus someone that I just outright either don't care about or don't like. I feel like that would have given the movie just a tiny bit more punch to it. Because it's just like... I know that you're the bad guy, and I don't want to sympathize with you, but I must sympathize with you. That type of situation. Because when you find out what he truly did, you're just kind of like, that was absolutely despicable, and it was pointless, because when you die, nothing's going to matter anyways. And that's how I felt towards him.
No, I get it.
It's like, you spent all this time building up Ignacio.
Oh, look at him. He's pondering a thought.
What's your thought?
I mean, finish your point. I don't want to distract
No,
you.
by all means.
Well, you're humming.
No. I just feel the priest wasn't really because I'm not sure if you got this, but in my opinion is okay, because we're seeing this flashback, right, of how he wanted Zara, the name of the character that I think the brother was playing.
Yeah.
Correct.
Angel. Yeah. Okay, I feel like that whole segment was meant to trick you, like if you're watching a flashback.
Right.
It's not a flashback. It's the movie that he's filming that he wrote.
Yes.
Well, not that he wrote, that his brother wrote that he killed, and he's just trying to get like, I guess he's like disguising himself as his dead friend because, they used to be lovers, and now he's a famous director. He needs an acting job because he's doing acting, so he's trying to use his brother's like script to kind of get what he wants, even though if it meant like killing him. But I understand that he killed him because of his drug habits and stuff like that. He's kind of been making his life a living hell, so he kind of used that as an ultimate sacrifice to have him killed. But, so that's why he played like this whole... Because, okay, the movie portion... Okay, the flashback, that's a movie. I don't think that storyline matters because that's not what really happened. What really happened was afterwards, and that was the one that I felt like, oh, okay, this is the story that matters, and they kind of, that becomes a major part of the story towards the end. Like, things about the real story is unraveling, and I kind of like how they make those changes of, like in movie actors, this is how the priests look like, this is how the main characters look like, but then when you see the real life people, they look nothing like the movie characters.
The real priest,
did not like he used to be in real life. He used to be a priest, but not anymore. He's like he's like something else now. Yeah. After years later, and then he was like revealing to I think the director, what was his name, Enrique, about how things really happened.
Yes.
And that to me was like, because the movie kind of threw me off guard.
Yes, the movie,
kind of
like, the majority of the movie is a massive thing.
Yeah. Oh, I thought the flashback was the flashback,
right.
And it was what really happened, but it didn't happen that way. And I was like, oh shit! And then now I'm receiving the real information now, and that's when.
But that's the problem that I'm having with it. Like, for an hour and 15 minutes, you are building a story that is literally a red herring. And then you tell me, disregard this story, pay attention to this one, and feel bad for the characters in this story. And I'm like, no, I'm not attached to anyone here.
Remember when he came back? To
I don't think we're meant to like feel bad for them. It's like they're just explaining events that happen, and I don't think it's meant to like.
We are supposed to feel bad, in my opinion, because the reason that he did it was because he was stealing from his parents, who were also poor, and they kind of built up this story like, the priest doesn't love his family anymore. He wants to be with this young man. The person that he was messing around with before...
At first, he was blackmailed into giving like giving $1 million to her, or else she'll like expose him.
Yes,
for what he did.
But let's ignore that part. The priest doesn't love his family. The drug addict is stealing from their family, and he's trying to protect his family. How do you tell me I'm not supposed to feel bad about all of these characters because they're all tragic?
But at the same time, they're not. They're not perfect characters. Like,
yes, and that's why they're like tragic.
And he like purposely plotted to give him a deadly dose of heroin so that he can try to be with his brother.
But did it for a good reason.
Well, yeah,
and that's why I'm like, you're supposed to feel bad. Like, they're portraying
spoilers.
I'm sorry, spoiler alert.
Late warning. But
very, very late. Anyways,
we ruined the movie.
The brother is supposed to be this tragic hero, and you're supposed to be like, oh my god, he made the ultimate sacrifice for himself and for his family.
Well, yeah,
feel bad for him, and I'm like,
I don't look at that as him feeling bad. I didn't feel bad, and I don't think that was the intention of the movie because I don't feel like they were trying to make you guys care.
I think it was too.
It's like they were exposing what really happened.
Because he went from like this guy who obviously like was trying to get this role in a movie and be famous and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But like at the end, you're supposed to hate him because what the reality is,
you're supposed to relate and hate.
I didn't relate to him. But I mean, I hate him. But I mean, I was gonna say you're just supposed to hate him because of how selfish he is. And that his actions are justified because of what his brother was putting in.
I mean, but that was what makes him relatable. he is supposed to be a relatable villain in the end.
I didn't relate to him.
You didn't, because the first 3/4 of the movie, red herring.
I know. Well, I mean, remember when they took the script? Oh wait, he went back and they came back and you were talking.
I mean, I feel.
And he said, "Oh look, I made fixes." So there was an actual count story, but then he edited. A lot of it could be edited in, like, oh, well, I made some changes. I hope you don't mind. And the brother's like, oh no, go for it.
I do feel like the parts of that's supposed to be the movie disguised as flashback. I feel like the elements of them when they were kids actually happened.
Oh no, I'm pretty sure all
I just feel like how they ended it. How like they snap her neck and shit, like all that shit didn't happen. Actually.
No, God no.
No, like that was what's later revealed to be like, oh, you know, like the actual truth of how it happened.
Yes, because see, in the script, I feel like it was written that the priest paid him the money, that he got his full whatever he was going to do, and that he lived happily ever after.
Yes.
And then it didn't happen.
No.
So that was like when he gave him that last piece of paper. That was like that was like his, oh my god, I finally did it, you know, but it wasn't. So it was like all leading up to that, and he was about to be. He was going to go clean. He was, like, all ready to do it. He was, like, he was prepared. And then everyone took it away from him.
Yes. And, I mean, again, so it comes back to this whole thing of, like, the first 3/4 of this movie. I'm like, oh, Ignacio is this person. And then I'm like, oh, no, he's not actually this person. Feel bad for this person. I'm like, no, I don't care about this person. You've spent an hour and 15 minutes trying to get me to care about somebody who is not really that person.
This is true.
So why would I give a damn about a junkie who is about to go to rehab and then dies? Like, there's really nothing there for me to latch myself onto and to become attached to. And I'm just kind of like, I'm sorry that they died. I get why you would kill them. Like, I can understand the reasoning. I don't agree with his decision-making, but I can understand his decision-making.
I think, his reasoning
is selfish and terrible.
It was inherently selfish.
Yes.
Selfish. And it's like...
But isn't that how
if
humans think?
he had done it just because, hey, you know, he really truly believed in his brothers beyond help.
But isn't that how people think?
And just needed to be... done.
But
I mean, like, that's not selfish.
That,
but he's like, oh, if I
can
get rid of him, I can finally be an actor. I don't have to worry about the priest giving him money. He'll be all this money. Blah 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 blah. So it's all selfish.
But I want both of you to answer this one question.
Yeah.
Isn't that how people think, though?
Yes, people are selfish assholes.
So,
I think that's what kind of intrigued me about the story more, though. I don't think the director's intention was to make you care about them. It's just more of you're witnessing unraveling the shit, and they're far from perfect people. But like you said, like you understand what their motivations are, and they're selfish and stuff like that. But you're not really there to kind of care about the characters. You're there to just witness what they're doing, you know, like things are happening, and this is the fiction that they're selling you, but this is not how it really happens. So to me, it was kind of like an expose of like the characters that are involved in it, in like my personal opinion. I mean, I liked this movie. I mean, I really thought because when it comes to gay movies. The majority of gay movies is about their sexuality and how they kind of come to terms with it. And I've seen a lot of movies where that's just the whole movie. That's the whole basis or what the movie's about. And this is like the first, like, I can honestly say like a gay movie where it's not about their sexuality. It's about a fucking situation that these characters get into, that they are so happen to be gay. You know?
This movie feels a lot like the assassination of Gianni Versace.
Yeah, it has, to me, it kind of, even like the intro, I really like the intro. It reminded me of like old James Bond.
No, yeah, we were like, at least the intro's pretty.
Yeah, the intro was great. Like the intro of it reminded me of like old James Bond. Like, like if you were gonna watch a thriller or something like that.
Ow.
And that's what it kind of felt like to me.
I'm sorry, ow.
That's what it kind of felt like to me,
Ear.
It's like... But yeah, I just feel like... I
didn't say you had to be quiet. Just don't yell in my ear.
I mean, I like the intro. I like the performances. I'm not sure how familiar you guys are with Gael García Bernal, who's the guy who played the brother and plays the main character in the movie version. Like, I'm not sure how familiar you are. I've seen him in a lot of Spanish movies, and he's a Mexican. Like I could see how dedicated he was with this because he's a Mexican actor. He's not Spanish. So he had to like successfully master the Spanish accent to do
the other thing I had.
Yeah,
that I was annoyed with. Because like I was taught in school Spain Spanish, but we never actually learned like vosotros. And like to hear Spain Spanish, and after like hearing everybody else's Spanish, I'm like, this is so fucking annoying.
Yeah, but that's how like
I know that's how they talk.
That's how they talk.
I know, but like this is
I don't speak any of it.
So fucking annoying.
No, but it shows like dedication to this actor.
Oh, totally.
Like him a Mexican actor trying to master an accent. Like Spanish accent is like basically the equivalent of like an American actor trying to do a British accent, like
and do it well.
And he did it pretty convincing because he's a Mexican actor. He does not do the Spanish accent at all. So to see him do this, it's like whoa, it was kind of weird watching, but he does this so convincing that like, I believe that he's Spanish, know. And I've seen like you have to see his movies. His movies he's very famous, especially in the Spanish. So when I heard that he was in this, I was like intrigued because he's a really great actor. But I did like a lot of elements in the movie. I thought it was written well, in my opinion. Like I wasn't. Yeah, I mean, I do agree with you. There's some parts of the pacing where I'm like, okay, get it going,
Get to the trauma. I need this now.
Not the trauma, just get like go somewhere with it.
I need this trauma.
But
oh my god.
But I believe the interactions, and I feel like it's like a stylistic choice. Like the way that it's stylized, like I'm watching Pulp Fiction.
Yes.
In a way. It felt like Pulp Fiction but in Spanish. Because I like their dialect, how they're like talking to each other.
Yeah,
and it was
remember when I told you this isn't in chronological order because of how it was, but then you realize, oh, this is the movie they're filming, and it's just clips from the movie. And I was like, oh, okay.
And I did show you, I do like this filmmaker. I did show you a movie that's also directed by this director, and he's the guy who did The Skin I Live In. Have you ever? You probably remember that. It was with the one with Antonio Banderas.
Oh my god!
Remember that, where he turned his daughter's rapist into an image of his dead wife, and it was like a mind fuck. Like, oh shit, that was that same director.
That movie goes some dark place.
But it's interesting. No, but the thing the thing about this director is he writes interesting plots. Like definitely there was pacing problems with this movie, but I was not bored because of a lot of unraveling.
You weren't bored.
I mean, I wasn't bored for the most part because I kind of liked what was going on.
So, shall we get to ratings?
There's a ghost.
Yeah. So, I kind of like where the story went and then unravel, and I kind of like the whole gotcha moment with the with you think you're watching a flashback, but it's not a flashback. It's like a movie. And I did like the characters. The characters were interesting. I liked the style, and yeah, I mean, I kind of enjoyed it a little bit more than you, but I do also have to agree that, yeah, there were some pacing issues where some parts of the movie could have been better paced or could have been better, I guess, cut so that the pacing can kind of flow and go into more. But I kind of enjoyed it. I kind of like its style, so, it wasn't a boring movie. I mean, I kind of like, but it's kind of refreshing to see a movie where it's has gay characters, but it's not about their sexuality. Gayness. They're just gayness. It's just gay characters involved in like a plot that just happens in the movie, because that's what most gay movies are, where it's just
he did have a nice butt.
He did.
He did have a nice butt.
Yeah.
Not the director. The other guy. The other guy had a nice butt.
Oh,
actually, the other guy that was playing him had a nice butt. The other guy had a nice butt too.
Are you talking
when
about
they were in the hotel?
Gael Garcia?
The guy in the hotel.
Oh, yeah.
He had a nice butt, and then the
guy who was playing Zatal, also had a nice butt.
Yeah, he had a nice butt. I was like, oh.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then,
nice.
And then like when
and we were joking about
this is adult content, but when he was gonna go swim and he didn't take off his underwear, Mario's like, oh, at least he has a nice package. I'm like, if it's real.
I feel like okay. So this movie was rated NC-17.
Yeah, I can see
Prime
why.
it was rated R.
No, NC-17.
No, and I agree. No,
and
and I agree with him. I think it should have been R.
No, on Prime it literally is rated R.
No, it's rated R, but I don't think it deserved the NC-17. I feel like the reason why they kind of gave it that rating was
gay sex.
No, but that's why. It's like
the gays are in it.
You can't
show the gays. Sex is NC-17. Straight sex. It's for everyone.
Yeah, it's like okay, it's okay for
flash and pussy all over the screen.
That's the thing. It's like,
why are you looking at me?
It's like okay, straight porn. It could be like rated R. It could be rated R, but if it's gay,
yeah, it should have been rated R. I mean, they really show any dick.
No, they didn't.
Like they all just showed his butt. And I mean, if in any straight movie, that would have been a rated R for sure. Like it wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah, I feel like they were kind of
panting and moaning and like the mental image of penetration.
I just didn't think there was nothing.
He went, I'm like, okay, that's
okay.
not enough. Put more.
I thought the sex. Okay. I really thought the. Okay.
It might just be really small.
You know what kind of made me.
Oh my god, we're about to spend 15 minutes talking about the sex. Anyway, let's go.
We're gonna talk about dicks and ass for the next.
Let's go.
That's what our audience comes for.
I mean, what kind of made the sex parts kind of convincing was not kind of like a little bit their performances. Like that was convincing, but like the sound. I'm not sure if you guys paid attention to the sound.
Yeah.
Where you actually hear like no, where you actually hear like the suction of a penis getting inserted in the anus. Like they went into fucking detail with that.
I was just thinking in my head like maybe they are really having sex. Like
that's what you're supposed to think. But of course they would.
Yeah, but they made like very convincing stuff, like to make it really convincing. And I was like,
okay, we need to pretend like you're sucking a dick real quick.
Strap a condom on it.
Well, maybe it could have been a strap on. Just like a strap on.
Mm. I did like the angle that they put that in. Like they made the where all he has to do is just like bop his head.
It's a bobbing.
Yeah, it's like bopping motion, but just the way that just the way that it was angled, it looks convincing though.
You never know; they could have been having sex.
I mean,
I don't think they got paid enough for that. Probably.
You don't know.
I mean, they never.
Oh, you think they were actually fucking?
He's famous for doing acting.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, I'm really going to suck your dick now. Oh, okay. It's fine. I have a wife, but it's fine. It's just acting.
It is. So
he's really good. If you see him,
Whoa.
if you see
Does
more
he
of his
make
movies,
porn?
if you see more, there are movies where they flat out show his dick. And
Is it that big?
Huh?
Is it that big?
I don't know. That's for you.
Okay, well, you need to look that up for me. That is your mission later.
Is it?
You're like, I can go just stare at his crotch for an hour. Not yet. So
Oh
what's his
my
name?
God.
Google this.
Stop.
Google image that shit right now.
Okay. Okay, but right. So ratings.
Yes.
What would you
What
guys
are you
rate
giving it a rating?
I
of?
give it an 8.
Okay.
It was. I really enjoyed the story. It was a fresh take on gay characters in general, and yeah, some of the pacing could be a little bit touched up for me, but I thought I enjoyed it.
That was my only gripe with the pacing. I would give it an 8.
Contrary to my criticisms, I actually did enjoy the movie, and I did think it was really good. So I am also giving it an 8.
Okay.
So
Right.
it's a solid 8 out of 10.
Yeah, basically.
So it's an 8.
Yes.
It's not 0.7.
No, it is a
0.17.
solid 8.
Well, I mean, I hope he's a solid 8. That would be nice.
I mean,
There we go.
Oh, I gotta show you the sexy scale. I forgot what a 3
rated
is.
him in inches. That's
I mean, if he's 8 inches,
if it's 8 inches, he got an 8. So good for him.
he was going pretty deep then.
Well, I mean, he didn't do anything.
You don't know that.
No, like the actual guy was the one getting. So I mean, he didn't do anything. He was the bottom.
Bottoms
He
do a
was the
lot.
bottom.
This is Bottom Appreciation Day. Bottoms do a lot.
Is it Bottom Appreciation Day? Oh, yeah.
Every day is Bottom Appreciation Day. We should celebrate our bottoms.
Andre, good job.
Oh my god. That was not what I was going for.
Congratulations, Andre.
Oh god.
You're the best.
Shut the hell up.
Okay. Okay.
Shut the hell up.
Okay.
His face is priceless. He's turning all sorts of red. I mean, come on. Can't ask for a moment
my
to make that happen.
So.
Okay, so
What is our next movie?
What is our next recommendation? Whose turn is it?
It's my turn. Yes.
Yay.
Are we watching Suicide Squad?
No, that's Andre's pick. Thank
Are you
Andre.
sure that's Andre's pick?
Yes, it is. He said so. He's like, no. We're gonna watch The Birdcage. You've never seen The Birdcage.
I have not.
I love The Birdcage.
The English version.
If he loves it, then
English
it's
version.
probably terrible.
The what?
Nothing.
It's a French remake.
I'm not fucking watching the fucking French. We're not doing no more fucking French fucking subtitle bullshit.
Oh, for sure. We are watching Naruto movies now.
Ha! They're dubbed, bitch. It don't matter.
Oh, I'll find a subbed version.
No, I want to see the one with Robin Williams. I'm not gonna fucking watch some fucking.
We're gonna watch more subbed movies.
I don't give a fuck. We're not. I refuse.
I
We'll just sit there and be like, I think I love the title screen. The box art was pretty. I know 2 of the actors, and then there was it, and then that was it.
I'm gonna find some subbed movies.
You know what? It's gonna be like how it should have ended. I'm just gonna skip through the whole fucking shit to the good part. Like, oh, there was a plot. I don't know where it was, but it was there, and then that was it. We're watching the one with Robin Williams
Okay.
because his birthday just passed. So
What subtitle?
Oh my god. Thank you all for joining us for Big Bear
be quiet, old
Review.
man.
You be quiet as I give the outro. Jesus Christ. Can't do nothing.
Well, I mean, Andre's still happy because he's the best bottom in the house. So he's
Oh my god.
dude, yeah.
Thank you all for
Congratulations.
Thank you all for joining us for Big Bear Review. I hope you enjoyed this just as much as we did.
I know.
And we
Never
will
to
see
drink your
y'all
apple
later.
juice. It's good apple juice.
Very good.
We gotta get more apple juice for next time. I will be.
No, we'll get water.
Oh, oh no.
Oh,
Not
yes.
water.
Yes, water.
Water can be so many different things. No, I don't think we mean that. All right.
All right then.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.
Have a pleasant day.